Welcome to the Right Hand Roadmap, the podcast for seconds in command of founder-led companies. I'm your host, Megan Long, owner of Second First. In each episode, we show you the path to success on your journey as the #2 leader in entrepreneurial companies. I am so happy you are here. Today, we are talking about keeping it brief and how conciseness is an essential leadership skill, especially in entrepreneurial businesses. I'm going to share a couple stories with you just to illustrate this point based on my experience when I was COO at an entrepreneurial company. So first, there was this brilliant director. He was extremely detailed. He would write, and I'm not meaning this in a bad way, like PhD level emails. I'm not making fun. I truly think that this man could write textbooks. I loved having him teach me things. I would get so genuinely excited about security and language models and hardware specs, but I was a COO. I always say that you have this superpower, and that's the ability to see the big picture and dive down into the weeds. This was me diving into the weeds with him. Well, this leader would write emails and memos and policies to our CEO, and he would CC me without fail unless it was something critical. During my one-on-one with the CEO, he would ask, "Can you tell me what it said?" And I'd give him the 3-sentence summary. It became a joke with my director, who would look at me and say, "He didn't read it, did he?" At the same company, we had another manager who was physically incapable of writing anything shorter than 5 paragraphs. We all joked about it. Even in Slack or Teams, it would be minimum of 5 paragraphs of text, just a wall of text. Everything went unread. No one felt like they had time to really dig in and figure out what he was trying to let everyone know. So let me ask you, have you ever written a detailed email to a CEO or another executive that went unread? Or they asked you questions or acted like you hadn't told them about something, but if they had just read that email or if they had just scrolled down, they would have seen that it was all right there. Brevity, being concise, is a skill you have to learn in order to be a successful leader, especially when working with entrepreneurs or CEOs with no time and a short attention span. How can you say what you need to say in the fewest number of words? Not only does this prevent anyone from misinterpreting what you're saying, it improves clarity, but it makes comprehension easy. Think about trial lawyers, right? Trial lawyers are brilliant, but they are forced to learn how to say things in extremely simple, plain English so anyone on a jury can understand them. So here's how to create a message or an email that your CEO will actually read. First, start with an executive summary. Just, let's say, 2 to 4 sentences that summarize why you're messaging them or why you're sending this email and what they need to know. After that executive summary, use bullet points for the key facts. Just bullet out what it is that they need to know at a very high level and be concise. So cut out filler words and phrases. A lot of time we add words into a sentence thinking it makes us sound smarter, but it's just fluff. So an example would be the phrase, "It's important to note that." Cut it. Cut unnecessary words and use stronger words. So a couple examples of that are, instead of "make a decision," say "decide." Or instead of "give an explanation," just say "explain." So always challenge yourself. Am I saying what I'm trying to say in the fewest number of words? And then here is the key to all of this. After your executive summary, after your bullet points of all the need to know information, have or include all of the supporting details available to the CEO to dig into on their own time. So if this is a table of data, have a link to that Excel spreadsheet. If this is a Power BI report, have a link to that Power BI report. If this is a larger study that you have read and interpreted, include a PDF of that full study. Don't make them read through it in order to figure out what you're trying to say. But it's important to make all of those details available to them if they want to dig into it on their own time. All right, friends. Well, in the nature of being concise, that is it. So to find show notes and links for anything mentioned in this episode, visit secondverse.com/44. Be sure to subscribe to catch future episodes and leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening on. Remember, you don't have to navigate being a second in command alone when you have the right hand roadmap.